Okay, so now you've started to have a think about the four main ingredients of an essay. These are my top tips for writing a really good introduction. Introduce the topic of your essay, and then state clearly the question that you're answering and how you intend to answer it. Remember my 5 key ingredients from earlier on. It's really important in an essay that you know what you want to say, and if you're making an argument, that you know exactly what it is you want to argue and why. The main body. Aim for a balanced argument by considering different points of view. I'm sure that at school you will have all at some point have written a balanced argument, you may have written persuasively, and you will have a really good understanding of what it means to show both sides of the argument. It's also really important that you include key facts, examples, and evidence to prove your point. We'll come on in a minute to have a look at what that might look like in an example paragraph. It's also really important to remember to reference your evidence. The conclusion should summarize the key points you make in your essay and restate your main argument. Remember, writing an essay is often about trying to get an opinion across, so including that in your introduction and in your conclusion is a really good way of making it really clear to the person reading your essay what it is you're trying to say. And finally, references and bibliography. When you're using someone else's ideas, you're using statistics from somewhere, or you're using examples from somewhere, be sure to include a list of references to show the reader where you found your evidence. This means that you can show that ideas that you've used aren't your own, but you're using them to support your argument. Your tutor will be able to give you some examples of really good referencing or how to put together a really good bibliography. Your handbook will also have an example of this in the appendix.